So this book is actually basically one of my favorite picture books just because it is just so gorgeous. When I was a little monster little girl, my favorite was this cat. I thought it was just the most gorgeous thing. So this book is called The 11th Hour, a Curious Mystery by Graeme Base. Actually, I had to special order this book, but you should be able to find it. So it's published by Abrams Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Abrams. This has got some praise for the book on the back, as well as other books that he has done. So it's a visual feast, ingeniously prepared, parents' magazine, lush, intricately detailed illustrations. Lots of really good praise because it is just a gorgeous book. It's actually a little bit too big for me to get a good video of, so if you can find it somewhere, I would definitely get it because it is gorgeous. So we got our pig and our cat and our mouse, and throughout the book is lots of little Easter eggs. In this case, not literal Easter eggs, but things that are hidden, little things. So for this, the X and the I, that is to mean 11. And in this case, the hour also has to do with the time. So the little hand is the hour and the long is the minute. So it's 11 o'clock. So it's a lot of really nice little details. As I said, you need to see it in person to really get the idea of it. So let's read the book. The 11th Hour, a Curious Mystery by Graeme Base. A book is read, a story ends, a telling tale is told. But who can say what mysteries a single page may hold? A maze of hidden codes and clues, a clock at every turn, and only time will tell what other secrets you may learn. It says, for Robin and for my parents. Abrams Books for Young Readers, New York. So there's a little pencil, and it says Hannibal, has 11 on it, and a little question mark. As I said, it's kind of small. It says invitation. It looks like it's handwritten, maybe with this pencil. Dear ... So that's a dotted line that someone's name can be written on. Please come to my fancy dress party. So that means costume. Fancy dress can be a term for costumes if you're from the United States. And help celebrate my 11th birthday on 11th November at my place. Horace. Now that's extra fun because November is the 11th month. So 11 years old on the 11th day of the 11th month. I think we can see why the 11th hour already. 11 is a very special number. Oh, look. Oh, so gorgeous. So already little things. It says clues may lead you astray. So sharpen your eyes. And your wits. Get the point? Question mark, exclamation. Oh, there's already a special message for us. Oh, I actually missed over here. It says drawing conclusions from sketchy clues may lead you astray. Goodness. All right. Well, let's just look at this picture before we read the words. So here's our elephant friend. He's got very messy room. So apple cores. He's been trying to write invitations. There's his toys. Beautiful stained glass window. Plane and car and a world map and the ABCs. All right. Let's read together. When Horace turned 11, he decided there should be some kind of celebration. For my friends, he said, and me. For though I've been the age of 8 and 9 and 6 and 7, this is the very first time that I've ever been 11. With that, he set to work and wrote the name of every guest, and then 11 sorts of food that elephants like best. He wrote the invitations next and sent them off that day, and finally 11 games for everyone to play. Ooh, that's quite the theme he's got. All right, now over here is quite a fun situation. He is busily cooking. Now, elephants really can use their trunks to do a lot. So this one says splat custard powder, something about elephants, and sugar and honey and strawberries and cream. Oh my, it looks delicious. All right, a little messy. He's got some stuff all over him and stuff spilling. Now Horace was a clever lad. He planned the day with care, ensuring that his party would be quite a grand affair. But only in the kitchen was his genius unfurled, for elephants are verily the best cooks in the world. Oh, that's quite a thing to say, Leaving the fridge open. Big old bowl of sugar, S-U-G-A-R, sugar. He started off with cheesecake full of strawberries and cream, then moved on through the pastries to a chocolate supreme. And though it may be said, perhaps that Horace made a mess, the feast that he created was fantastic, nothing less. I believe it. Oh my goodness, look at all of these guests. They are gorgeous. These are beautiful giraffes with tutus and wings, little halos. Here's a Napoleonic pig, an astronaut rhino, and it says Horace's house. All right, here's a beautiful peacock-looking swan and a headdress on a tiger, a punk zebra. There's our little Egyptian cat. And let's see, is that an alligator or a crocodile? I always have trouble telling which is which. Oh, and there looks to be a mouseketeer. Well, let's read and say who everyone is. 'Twas early in the morning when the party guests arrived, and all were wearing costumes most intriguingly contrived. Contrived means to be thought up. The pig came as an admiral, the zebra as a punk. The rhino was an astronaut, his spacesuit made of junk. Does look like he used an old box for his, and a paint container for his arm. The swan arrived as Princess Pure, a most enchanting sight. So I think she must be like from Swan Lake. Bejeweled with rows of precious stones and dressed in purest white. and with her came an Indian with arrows, spear, and bow. So this one is a little problematic. So Native Americans, or Native people, were called Indians for a long time for a couple of different reasons, as far as people have debated why. It's really quite rude to dress up as another culture. This is an older book, and it is quite pretty, but we should be aware it is kind of rude to do that. So I hope you don't choose to dress up as another person just for a costume party, another culture. A handsome Bengal tiger whom no one seemed to know. The mouse came as a musketeer, his head and hat held high, a swagger in his footsteps, and a twinkle in his eye. The cat was Cleopatra, queen of Egypt and the Nile, and masquerading as a judge was Sam the crocodile. Oh, he's a crocodile. And then there was a pair of twins, two sisters, both giraffes, who turned up dressed as angels and received a round of laughs. To say the people laughed. Their halos shone upon their heads, two shiny golden rings, and from their nylon tutus sprouted painted cardboard wings. How fun. Let's see, is there any hidden messages in this picture? What's this letter? W-A-T-C-H, watch. T-H-E, the. C-L-O-C, I think that's C-K-S, clocks. Ooh. Well, I don't see any clocks on this page. So I don't think I do. Do you see any clocks? We'll have to keep an eye out. Oh, look, it looks like, I don't know if that's actually Latin or if it just looks like Latin. But look, we're getting a good look at all of the pretty things. And I think the tiger's name is Max. It says Max on his little badge. It is, what shape is that? I wonder. It is a star. And how many points on this star? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and it says Kilroy on his little name badge. I don't see any other name badges. Oh, it says to the banquet hall with a little arrow. All right. But where's Horace? Is Horace this man? Let's see. The guests were met by Horace as they stepped into the hall. Oh, that is Horace. He dressed as a centurion of Rome before the fall. I'm sorry, you couldn't see that at all, could you? And once inside, they looked around and noticed with a smile the way the hall had been designed in high Renaissance style. Renaissance was a time period that was known for being very ornate and opulent and beautiful art. Let's see here. Can you see? I hope so. No sooner had they entered than a rumor filled the air and stopped the conversation as the news spread everywhere. Their host had made a banquet. It was huge, immense in size, and one by one the guests were drawn within to feast their eyes. I guess they're all going to the side here, to the banquet hall. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous. Very, very pretty. All right, let's see. Here's our cheesecake, our strawberry cheesecake. And some little dainties there. Oh, and lots of berries, all golden and red. Oh, and look how happy, like very interested our kitty is, and our mouse, and everyone. Let's see here. And our armor has a fork and a spoon. How fun. All right, there's lots of little details in this picture. Goodness. Seems to be letters on the edge. Letters here and here. All right, let's see. Let's just read the story. For there upon the table was the feast that Horace made, a wondrous spread of cakes and buns and jugs of lemonade. And in its midst a centerpiece of grand design was placed, that left no doubt young Horace had superb artistic taste. This book has such a large vocabulary. Just so he has great taste, very artistic, very pretty. So everything's gorgeous is what it says. But if the guests had hoped to eat the banquet there and then, they soon found out their host had plans for what they'd eat and when. Oh my. For Horace told them firmly, not a crumb would they devour, until the time he had set the 11th hour. Oh my. I wonder how long that is. Very hungry. But it's so gorgeous you want to eat it all, don't you? All right. I guess they get to play first. Games, huh? It looks like they're playing potato sack, where you hop, hop, hop with a potato sack. That seems like that would be quite hard for the giraffes, but this is a pretend story, so they should be able to hold it. They all look so fun. The games began at 8:05. A sack race marked the start, with sacks of every size and shape, so everyone took part. How thoughtful. See, the mouse has one, the elephant has one. Really, that's quite a variety. They set off at a cracking pace with Eric to the fore. I guess he's the zebra. But close behind the others hopped on Trotter, hoof, and paw. Trotter is what they call pig's feet. I'm not sure where the pig is, but I'm sure he's in here. Oh, he fell down. Oh, his little tongue sticking out. Oh my, his clock fell off too. They raced across the croquet lawn, then up towards the house. But as they reached the halfway point, the pig tripped on the mouse. Oh my. He landed with a heavy thud, and several others fell. Oh my goodness, down goes at least one giraffe. But Kilroy kept his balance and went on to win as well. Oh my. So we look at this. Kilroy is the mouse and has quite a way to go. But I guess he won. All right. On to the next game. Ooh, look. There's music up here at the top. Maybe you can read music, or you're learning how. I think it must make a song, because that does look like a song. There's beautiful instruments. Horace has quite a fancy house. There does seem to be a little clock right here with beautiful little elephants all around. Let's see. The ballroom was the venue for the second party game, but though the rules were simple, no one seemed to know the aim. They charged around a ring of chairs beneath the chandeliers, while Sam played Mozart's magic flute and British grenadiers. So I think that's how you say that. Well, I guess he is an accomplished pianist. They're very talented friends. And one by one, the chairs became just piles of splintered wood. Oh my. Normally in musical chairs, you don't break the chairs, you just move them. The guests were all agreed that this new game was jolly good. Not my house. Goodness. Then, as the final chair collapsed, they stopped and checked the score. And since no one had won at all, they settled on a draw. That's, well, breaking all the chairs, certainly. Ooh, look at this. All these little cards up at the top. And the different types of cards. So, heart, club, that's one that looks like a shamrock with the 3 parts. Diamond. And spade. Spade's the pointy one with the rounded edge. Looks kind of like a heart with a little stem on it. And then, of course, hearts again. All right. It's quite a modern little era. Oh, my goodness. Can we see somebody's cards? I think somebody could be cheating. Look at that mirror. Because when you play cards, you should not see other people's hands. That's what they call the cards in your hand. They call them hands. The pig procured a pack of cards, and soon a game began. But unbeknown to all the rest, the Admiral had a plan. Uh-oh, it's the piggy's plan? For Oliver won every trick. His conquest was complete. A string of luck? Or could it be the porker was a cheat? Oh my goodness, how did he know that there is a mirror there? Goodness. All right, well, here's another game. Oh, I just love how beautiful the tiger looks. Look at how he is just sprawled out, relaxed. I think this must be Kilroy the mouse here under that hat. And look, they've got the snakes and the ladders, so it's chutes and ladders. And the pattern is all along the edges. I just love this book. It's so lovely. A little later in the day, some guests played snakes and ladders upon a board that squirmed and turned with pythons, asps, and adders. These are 3 kinds of snakes. The board was set, the race was on, the game had just begun. Then Thomas went and ate the dice, so no one ever won. Oh my goodness, Thomas ate the dice. Which one is Thomas? Is Thomas the rhino? Because we know Kilroy is the mouse, and that Oliver is the pig, but he's not playing. Let's see. Goodness, he ate the dice. How silly. Now, a fun, interesting thing here, that pythons, asps, and adders are all snakes, but the python does not have any poison. It squeezes its prey, whereas the other 2 bite them with poison. But, as always, wild animals, leave them alone. All right. Oh, so this one looks to be cricket. Cricket is not a very popular American game, but is quite popular in Europe. I'm not sure if all of Europe finds it equally popular, because I'm an American, I must admit. But here's just different things, I think, for the game as well. All right, a cricket match was organized for those who knew the game. The twin giraffes had no idea, but fielded just the same. Oh my, so I guess they're out in the field, huh? They're trying. But Oliver, a boastful pig, had made it understood that when it came to batting, he was really rather good. So yeah, Oliver's the pig. The tiger donned the keeper's gloves and crouched behind the stumps and waited for a chance to show his skill at leaps and jumps. The pig went for a mighty swing, but only clipped the ball. That means he just lightly touched it. So that's got clip. And Maxwell leapt and caught him out. Pride comes before a fall. So this phrase means that if you are too proud about yourself, that you are the one who is going to look the fool. So yes, Maxwell, Max is the tiger. So that means it must have been the rhino who ate the dice. How naughty. Don't eat game pieces. This is pretend, so he's going to be okay. But it would make you quite sick and could even make you need to go to the doctor. Alright, oh, they're going to play billiards or pool. Here's a bunch of balls. There's two kinds of balls that you would try to knock into holes. There's the solid colored ones and the striped. And there's a white one called a cue ball. You use the pool sticks to knock the cue ball into the other balls to make them go where you want. Alright, let's see what they have to say. The cricket match had finished when the zebra took his cue and challenged Tiny Kilroy to a game of pool or two. But Kilroy's skill was quite immense for somebody so small. Though Eric thought he'd win hoofs down, he didn't sink a ball. Oh my goodness. So his feet are called hoofs. So instead of saying hands down, they said hoofs down. It's the joke. And to sink a ball means to knock one of the balls into the corner pockets or one of the pockets on the side. Because there's a hole here and here and here. And the same spots on the other side. That's when you knock it into the hole, it's called sinking a ball. Ooh, this is interesting. What is this? Dots and dashes? Looks like Morse code. Okay, and then, oh, he's blindfolded. And look at all the fun toys on the shelves. And there's fun toys down here. And this says bingo. B-I-N-G-O. All right, let's see what this says. The other guests enjoyed a lively game of blind man's buff. Oh, my blind man's buff. With Piggy in the middle, you would think he'd had enough. He blundered blindfold round the room and groped and grabbed and gripped, while all the others squealed with joy and dodged and ducked and dipped. I guess he's trying to catch them. I've not actually played this game, but as you can see, little kitty here has quite the duck, and everyone's just having a grand old time. Alright, here's another game. There's just so many beautiful pictures in this book. And there's all the tennis balls along the side. Alright, so we've got Maxwell and Sam and Horace, and I can't remember the beautiful bird. The swan's name. I thought we saw her name. Do you remember her name? A tennis match was underway a little later on, with crocodile and tiger versus elephant and swan. The elephant was shaky. It appeared he'd lost his nerve. The score was 40-30 with crocodile to serve. Serve means it's their time to knock the ball over. Sam tossed the ball into the air, then struck it with such force that Horace didn't see it start upon its fateful course. And sure enough, it hit poor Horace square upon the head. Oh my. Game, set, and match, the tiger cried. That's life, poor Horace said. Oh my, I guess he lost. Oh, look at the beautiful kitty. There's Egyptian columns. These images are called hieroglyphs, and that was a different style of writing. All right. And meanwhile, midst Egyptian columns, row on silent row, a seeker searched while others hid, a game that all will know. Yep, hide and seek. But though her eyes were large and bright, the cat's success was small. For while she searched with utmost care, she found no one at all. Oh my. Can you find anyone? I think everyone's in this picture. There is the zebra and the rhino looking like they're having tea up there. Here's our admiral. Here's the giraffe sisters. I wonder where the mouse is. Is he in the picture? I don't see him. Maybe you do. Well, let's continue on. Just such a pretty face. All right. Oh, we're playing chess, and we've got pawns and different chess pieces along the side. And look, the chess pieces are animal shapes. There's a rhino and a horse and a pig and a cat and a mouse and a swan and an elephant. How fun. I can't tell if the game they're playing has that. I don't think it does have those extra shapes. And far above, upon a hill beyond the tennis court, the rhino and the zebra sat in silence, deep in thought. Oh, they're playing chess up here. All right. They studied every rook and pawn, each king and queen and knight. Then both agreed it looked too hard and quit without a fight. Oh my. So these are all names of pieces. So I guess they just decided it was too hard to play chess from where they were. So they stopped. Here's another game. Just so many games. He said there's 11. Oh, and there's a rope around the edge of this image. So pretty. Let's see here. Oh, here's our mouse friend. I see everyone else. Everybody's in the picture. The final game was tug-o-war, 2 teams of equal weight. But every mind was on the feast. The time was getting late. The rhino slipped, the game was lost. They cared not in the least. For finally the hour had come. 'Twas time to eat the feast. Ooh, we're all gonna go eat. Yum, yum, yum. My friends, said Horace to his guests, my friends, lend me your ears. This is a reference to a Roman speech that's very famous. For now it is that I, your host, have reached 11 years. Oh, he was born on the 11th hour even. Wow. But if he planned to make a speech, his virtues to espouse, he missed his chance 'cause everyone took off towards the house. They all want to go eat. Oh, there's letters over here. I think there may be a hidden message. Let's see. Oh my word. What happened? It's all gone. Somebody ate it all. All right, well, let's see what it has to say, because everyone's quite displeased looking. They raced each other up the stairs, 11 steps in all, then past the marble statues leading to the banquet hall. And there they stopped, nobody spoke, they stood in disbelief, for all the food had disappeared. Aghast they cried, a thief! Oh, goodness grief. All the food is gone. All right, the cakes had turned to scattered crumbs. No cream was to be seen, and nothing now remained where once the chocolate mousse had been. The centerpiece had toppled, not a strawberry was left, But who, they cried, could possibly have managed such a theft? Ooh, that's a mystery, huh? I think I want us to look at. So here, everything's been eaten. And now let's look back at before. Was there anything we see different? Well, they changed the colors of some of these. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see. All right. Now look, all these question marks like chains. Oh my. Looks like everyone's making accusations. Goodness, goodness. All right, well, let's see. The zebra said, "It wasn't I. By all my stripes, I'd rather die." The tiger said, "It wasn't me. I've far too much integrity." Then Cora cried, "It wasn't us. We wouldn't dare cause such a fuss." So that must be the giraffes. And Kilroy squeaked, "I'm far too small. One mouse could never eat it all." The swan looked darkly at the pig. Oh, she's accusing. The thief must be someone who's big. But Oliver denied all guilt and said, "Now Thomas, he's well built." The rhino sobbed through sniffs and tears, "I've known our host for many years, and though my appetite is large, I must deny this dreadful charge." Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. There's words down here that look like they're written backwards. I wonder what that says. We'll have to figure it out later. Let's see. Oh, okay. So the clock is showing time. The cat had yet to say a word, which Eric thought could be inferred as prima facie evidence of feline guilt. Read this offense. But Alexandra, oh, that's her name, lashed her tail. "Your theories are to no avail. We cats do not steal others' food. It's wicked, bad, and very rude." The judge was next, "I too deny, although I have no alibi. All blame for this horrendous crime." He babbled on for quite some time. "I'm not the kind of crocodile to fake a tear or force a smile. My countenance is plain to read. My friends, I did not do this deed." Oh my, he does look very genuine. Everyone seems quite displeased. Yay, Horace has sandwiches. Yay. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's even more words. It says trust, Toni, and then messages backwards. Let's see here. Maybe it's saying don't trust in messages. All right. The mystery was curious. The guests were at a loss, but Horace had initiative. He showed them who was boss. The feast is gone, we can't change that, but now it's clear to see that what we need is cheering up. Just leave it all to me. He rushed into the kitchen and was gone for quite a while. Then he reemerged with sandwiches, a flourish, and a smile. "This is not as fancy as the birthday feast," he said, "but 11 times as healthy, 'cause it's made with whole wheat bread." I don't know how true that is, but all right, Horace, it's your birthday, and you made everybody sandwiches. So that's fantastic after you made desserts. Let's see. There's pretty leaves all around this bough edging. Oh, everyone's out having a picnic outside. How lovely. They have a cake. I don't know where that came from. Let's see. Then as they sat and ate their lunch, there came one last surprise when Horace asked for everyone to kindly close their eyes. And there it was, the birthday cake. The guests all clapped and cheered. He'd kept it in the kitchen, and it hadn't disappeared. So they picnicked on the lawn until the evening fell, and everyone left satisfied. The day had finished well. But in the end, although the thief was someone they all knew, they never found out who it was that stole the feast. Can you? Oh my, I wonder. All right, let's see. There's some more pages here. Oh, goodness. All right. This was originally from 1988. So it says, notes for detectives. With a little close observation and some simple deduction, it is quite easy to discover which of the 11 animals stole the feast. Look carefully at the pictures, and when you think you know who it was, use the first letter of that animal's name to decode the panel below. Here's what to do. If you think the thief was, say, Maxwell, then call M the letter A, and go on through the alphabet, so N equals B, O equals C, and so on. In this way, you can decode the hidden message below, which will tell you who stole the feast, and more importantly, how it was done. Oh goodness, that's quite sneaky. Let's give you a good thing here so you can try and pause this if you want to solve it yourself. All right. Okay. So this has the 11th hour, the inside story. Within lies the solution to the curious mystery of the 11th hour, as well as detailed explanations of all the clues and puzzles in the illustrations. Do not turn this page until you have tried your hardest to unravel the mystery, for the getting of wisdom is no match for the thrill of the chase, and for those who choose the longer road shall reap their reward. Graeme Base. He says to open, cut carefully. Oh my goodness, it's sealed shut. Look at that. Goodness. And it is quite detailed. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And it talks about every little bit in there. All the different things. Goodness. I think that you should get your own copy from the library or elsewhere to know the mystery, to confirm who it was and how they did it. It is a wonderful book, and I won't spoil the surprise. Thank you so much for listening, and you have a wonderful day.